Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? It's KF the Cashflow DJ back for another installment. It's day 4 of the 30-day challenge. This specific one is a 30-day video challenge, but in general, it's still at the heart of it. It's a 30-day challenge. I kind of want to break down a little bit. How's it going, Gabriel? Welcome to the thing, man. We're talking about 30-day challenge, video challenge that I'm involved in. You can join me. Everyone can join me. Just want to talk about it, exactly what's up with this 30-day challenge. Why is it important? Why should we even do them? What is it all about? What's the point of them? You know. And this is a video challenge, but it doesn't matter. They're all of them are the same to me. Whatever type of challenge you want to look at. Hey, what's up, Skid Row? Welcome in, man. We're talking about 30-day challenges. Dewan, my dude, what's up? 30-day challenge. But yeah, I just kind of want to go into that a little bit about what the whole point and purpose of this whole 30-day challenge thing is and what it has accomplished and why do it anyway. What's the point of it? I mean, is it a waste of time? Does it accomplish anything? What's all to it? So I'm gonna kind of break it down a little bit. I'm gonna try not to get too deep because I can get way deep into this. I'm gonna try to kind of skim it a little bit so it won't be so much to swallow or whatever. But and just kind of hit on some of the points of what's up with it, so that maybe if you're thinking about doing something like it, doesn't have to be exactly the way that I'm doing it or the way that somebody else is doing it, but the concept, it's got to be a point to the whole concept about what's the point of doing it. Got to be something to gain out of just doing the concept on anything. Smoking cigarettes, going on the diet, workout plan, losing weight, dating, spirituality, saving up for a car, whatever you're doing, something worthwhile, because we all have things we want to do, in life. But anyway, for me personally, it's happened way before this guy, but one of the main guys I listen to, because I'm into motivational, personal development, self-development type stuff. Some people is turned off by that. Hey, it is what it is. I don't debate and argue. Either you're into that or you're not. If it's not your cup of tea, then you just throw it out of the window and you do your thing and do you. But if you're open to at least understanding it and investigating it, it might be something worth looking into. But you got to look at the reasons why you would do it. Tony Robbins and all these other dudes that do this stuff. Some people think it's crap. Maybe it is. I don't know everything. Maybe they're true. Then again, maybe it's not, because it does change people's lives. But anyway, the whole 30-day challenge thing is about doing something. It's about the concept of help changing yourself, improving yourself, developing yourself in some area, and doing something about it, and being open to being better 30 days from now than you were 30 days before. But anyway, I'm just mentioning one guy's name. He's not some big powerful guy, but he's influential with me within the last, 2-3 years, I guess, or however long. I haven't really been into the guy, but I just kind of getting into him. And I've been into this type of stuff for like 20-30 years, since back in the early 90s. So he didn't introduce me, but I'm into the guy. If you got something to say that's worthwhile, anybody, I'm going to listen to you. But the guy's name is Les Brown. Don't know if you heard of him or not. He's, I don't know the man personally or whatever. He's not perfect like none of us, so I don't follow his whole life or whatever. But if you're saying something good, I'm going to listen to it. Now, if you go in the opposite direction, do something crazy, that's on you. But I don't poke holes so much into things that actually work, regardless of if the person that told me is some kind of a screw up or whatever. But I don't want to get deep. I don't want to get deep. I just know that a lot of people think a lot of different ways about stuff. But anyway, talking about Les Brown, I listened to the dude Les Brown, and he has some good stuff. I'm going to put up a link to one of his videos or whatever. If you never heard of the guy, maybe you have. And, the stuff he says is some powerful stuff. But we listened to him and didn't start from him. But I had started a movement after that and just wanted to keep going the things he was saying. I had to play the video for you to know what I'm talking about. So if you're going to improve something, it's kind of like with dope, crack. Everybody knows what crack is. If you're a crackhead or an alcoholic or whatever, let's just say if you're addicted to a substance or you have some sort of a compulsive addiction to whatever it is. It could be dope, it could be gambling, shopping, doesn't matter what it is. We don't want to get sidetracked on the example. But I'm using the example of crack or drugs because everybody knows about it. And when, let's say you want to get clean off of it, I want to get off of it or whatever, you're changing your life. You're changing something you've been doing. You might have been on crack for 20, 30 years. You're changing it. So your whole life and your whole mind state is going to have to change. People get up in the morning, they want to hit a crack. They go to bed at night, they want crack. They go to work, they want crack. Your whole day is consumed with that drug. But now you say you want to get off of it. You know how much change you got to do that? You know, some people are ready for that. They built for that. And when they say so, my brother was like that. When they built for that, hey, what's up, AJ? Just doing a 30-day challenge, video challenge, and putting some stuff in. Going through some information on the 30-day challenge about what it's all about and why you do it. But the 30-day challenge is about changing your state from whatever you've been doing, from whatever you've been into. And the example I was using was a drug addiction. You know, just for an example. Everybody knows what crack is. Everybody knows about drugs and dope. If somebody is on drugs or whatever, they decide they want to change, they're changing their whole life, they're changing their whole mind state, their whole day, the way they think, everything is getting changed. So they have to start changing everything from that day one. You know, you get a goal of trying to make it through 30 days. And they make it through 30 days, you know, to make it through 30 days, you got to get through that one day at a time. So you got to get through your first day. You hear him say that this person's been clean for one day. You got to get through your second day. He's been clean for 2 days. Your third day, your fourth day, you keep going. Now, I'm using that drug example because, you know, it's a perfect example for anything else that you want to do in life, losing weight or whatever you want to do or whatever your goal is. It's a perfect example for that. So that's what the whole 30-day challenge concept is about. And I listened to a guy named Les Brown. I'm going to put his link up later. That Les Brown is a guy that I've listened to. I've been getting into him, and he says a lot of stuff that makes a lot of sense, that hits a lot of people. So listening to him, you know, got me into the concept again, because I've been into it, the concept of the 30-day challenge. And this 30-day challenge is this particular challenge is a video challenge, just putting up a video on for 30 days straight, and it's kind of more business related, self-development related, you know, personal development related. But the 30-day challenge, I'm inviting other people who want to do the same thing. So I kind of wanted to go into the actual process, the concept a little bit today. So if somebody does want to do it, you know, you can get back in touch with me or go to the links that I post up or whatever and get more information on the 30-day challenge, because it's great. You got to have a reason for getting into this type of stuff, and it's great. But if I'm gonna go through some of the reasons that I went through with Les Brown, with the thing that he put up when I'll put the video up, and it's an amazing video if anybody want to watch it. But I think it's a 7 reasons. Let me see, 6, 7. Well, actually, no, it's not 7. I think it's 10. Let me see, what is it? Is it 10? Well, okay, it is. It's 9, I guess. It's 9. I'm getting my notes. I have extensive notes. I use them in Evernote, so I refer to it quite a bit. But the first thing you do, the reason the 30-day challenge helps or cleanses, number one, it helps you to change your state of mind. Because we get into a certain state of mind. We can be mad, we can be happy, sad, whatever, different things. Hey, what's up, Paul? Paul's in the house, Cracker Barrel representing. Going through the 30-day challenge. I got a 30-day video challenge, putting up videos for 30 days, self-development, personal development, and that's the theme of what we're doing. So if people want to chime into that, I'm kind of giving you some information on that. And the first thing that I learned from Les Brown about why you want to do it and why you want to do it on a daily basis is because, number one, you're changing your state. You're changing your state, you're changing your mind state, you're changing your mental state, and a lot of times it just goes with the flow. We don't have any control over it, it just flows or whatever's going on. We just go with whatever. If we change it, we have the control over it. We have mastery over it. We can dominate and we can predict, you know, where it goes, what direction it goes. And we do that intentionally instead of just haphazardly, just flowing with the water, just going whatever the flow is. And we intentionally control and change our state. Then number two, it's a daily reminder that we constantly remind ourselves what we're doing, because we can always forget. Just like when you're married or whatever, you may be married for a year or 6 months or something, maybe 2 or 3 years later, you start to forget, you know, different things or it goes downhill. Number three, you're embedding it into your consciousness when you're repeating it over and over again over a 30-day period. Whatever you're trying to do, you're embedding it into your conscious. Number four, you create repetition. And by you repeating it, it becomes a habit, or you get consistency going with it on a consistent basis. And number five, You counteract all the negative and mundane and apathetic chatter and events that come in, on a day-to-day basis that come in from wherever. Hey, how you doing, Pam? Femi? Isaac, how you doing, guys? It's 30-day challenge. And I'm going over some information from Les Brown on why a person would get involved in a 30-day challenge. And if anybody wants to get involved, I can get the information to them, help them to get set up. Just hit me up, message me or whatever, or make a comment, and I can kind of set you up with it if it's something that sounds like that might be worth doing. Thanks a lot. But number 5, you're counteracting all the negative chattering events, mundane and apathetic chattering events that come in on the day-to-day basis. You counteracting it. You got to kind of block it off because it's going to come in on its own. It's just like grass, just like weeds. It's going to grow with no help at all by itself. If you just let it alone, it'll just grow. So you got to counteract that. You take control of it. Number 6, you'll be motivated to take action. That's the whole point. You don't want to just feel good just to be feeling good. It's kind of like a drug high, which it can be. But you want to get motivated and get, into some sort of a positive action on a challenge to change something because you want to take action. You don't want to feel good about it. You want to actually do something to make something change. And then number 7, the size of your goal, the scope of it, the ambition of it. Sometimes it might be large. Matter of fact, it should be kind of big because it stretches you. If it's small, it doesn't really, you want to go from this side of the room to the other side of the room, you can just walk over there and do that, and it's not taking anything out of you, but you want to run a marathon or, a 10K or 5K or something, that's going to require some stretching. So it's the size, scope, and ambition of your goals. So it's going to take something a little extra than just making a peanut butter sandwich or just doing something mundane. It's not mundane. It's kind of big. Some people may think you crazy or super big, but it's kind of got some size or some scope to it. It's kind of got some ambition to it. That's why you want to do something like a 30-day challenge. I'm kind of trying to build up the point of a 30-day challenge and why people can get involved in it and why it can help for them. For business, you can do it for your business or whatever your personal development or self-development goals are. There's all types of reasons you can do it. Okay, number 8 is failure. To succeed at something requires you repetition, like we mentioned earlier. So that means that the first couple of times you do it, it may kind of be a little raggedy. It may kind of be a little, it may be kind of a little warm. So you have to keep doing it to kind of get good at it, just like when you learn how to ride a bike as a kid, and then later on you were doing popping wheelies and you were doing all types of stuff, that you were just a master with all the rest of the kids in the neighborhood. Once you learn how to ride that bike, when you were brand new, you may not have been too great. And then number 9, I think this is the last one. Failure happens one day at a time. When you fail at something, you're doing it for that particular one moment in time. But on the flip side, success also happens one day at a time, even if you can't see it, if it's small. If you can't see it, sometimes, you have to grow through some type of resistance. But these are the reasons why you're going to get, it might be something worthwhile for you to think about doing a 30-day challenge of your own. There's all different types. I'm on a specific one. The one that I'm on is a video. Well, I'm actually on a couple of them, but the one I'm doing is a video challenge. So I'm doing the video challenge, 30 days, and putting up a video every day, and making it do what it do every day, and try to complete that. This is day 4. But there's other 30 challenges you can do within a 30-day time frame, and that's a very reasonable time frame. 90 days is even better because it's more consecutive, but do 30 first. And you can complete that first 30, and then another 30, and then another 30. You really cooking. You've completed an entire season, an entire quarter of the year. So a 30-day challenge is not to be slept on. I know some people may blow that off. Some people may embrace it. Hey, it is what it is. It's up to you. But I'm letting people know that it's something that would be worthwhile, and it's helped a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people for a whole lot of reasons. For accountability, it's kind of like I used the drug example earlier. Once you get through your first day, you count that first day being clean, the first day of success. You're counting your successes. That's a blessing. Remember when we talked about the gratitude the other day about counting your blessings. So you're counting your blessings. But anyway, I just wanted to bring up Les Brown because I could get extremely deep on this subject. There's a whole lot of information on a whole lot of people out there. You can Google it and you will see a ton of stuff on this. These are just some notes that I take. These are my notes that I took in my Evernote, and I take notes because I'm an extensive note taker. So I have so much stuff that I put down. I capture them. I just put them down, and they stay there. You know, I'm a journaler. I've been a journaler for a long time. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of cut it off right about there. I just wanted to get a little bit out and kind of go into the 30-day challenge a little bit. Now, on my specific challenge that I'm in, I can shoot the information to people who are looking to get involved into that in the video challenge. Video challenge is intimidating. You know, obviously it is because there ain't a whole lot of people that's getting into it. Video challenge is intimidating. I don't know, Pam, if you've, I've seen your name around. I know you from somewhere, so I've seen you around. But Pam may be familiar with exactly what I'm talking about. Because it's, like I said, it's not something everybody and their mother does. I mean, they do it in certain areas, and they don't really realize it. You know, even in school. I don't care if you're just playing ball in school or you're a cheerleader or something, and you're in the 9th and 10th grade or 6th grade. We've done them in other areas of life. We just don't apply them to new areas of life that we're not accustomed to. Because when we were at 14 years old on the cheerleader squad or the drill squad or whatever it was, or whatever little thing we were doing back then, a soccer team or something, it was new to us. So as we get older with jobs and bills and house notes in our 30s, 40s, and 50s and whatnot, you know, it's something new to us. But we've done it before. We just haven't done it in a new area. But anyway, I don't want to get deep because I can start rambling and getting into a whole lot of stuff, and I have voluminous notes. So I just wanted to leave it on that note about the 30-day challenge. Leave the invitation out that if anybody wants to join me on the 30-day challenge, I happen to be on the video challenge. But, you know, there are other things you can do. You don't have to wait at a certain time to join, you know. Exactly, Pam. It's reconditioning your thinking. It's a whole lot of things that it does. There's so many benefits to it. But, you know, a person has to see the benefits and experience them for themselves to be convinced that it's something they want to do. But I strongly encourage you to do that. And just wanted to put that message out there. You know, I'm going to put the link up that people can check. I'm going to put the link up for my little note thing that I do. It's a little Evernote. I'll put the link up for that. And also for the, I forgot, for Les Brown's stuff. Great inspirational guy. And also for the video challenge. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm out of here. I'm going to be back tomorrow for another episode. We cover a lot of different subjects, a lot of different stuff we cover. Business subjects, entrepreneurial, success, personal development, all types of stuff. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Pam. Thanks a lot to everybody else for watching. This is Cab the Cash Flow DJ, Cash Flow Radio, Cash Flow Hustles Radio. I get back with you guys tomorrow on another episode of the 30-Day Challenge. Thanks a lot. I'll see you then. Thanks a lot, Pam.